Is this the ideal setup for recording this video? No, not exactly. If you are not new here, you know that this is not my usual set. I'm at my parents' house in Virginia for the holidays when I'm filming this, so we're working with what we've got. If you are new here, hi, my name is Hannah. I live in New York City usually. Right now I'm in Southwest Virginia, and today we're gonna do something a little different for this channel, and we are gonna go over my 2022 vision board and creating a new one for 2023. I want to preface this whole video by saying that I am not at all an expert on vision boarding. I know there are people who do this all the time for like everything, and they have all these ways to make sure it works, and I don't have any of that. If you are new to vision boards, you don't know what they are, it's essentially a board that you set up with manifestations and goals for the upcoming year or season or day or event or whatever you want to make it for. So my vision board for 2022 was the first vision board I've ever made. I honestly I don't buy into this stuff a whole lot. And I was at a really desperate place in like January or February or something of last year. And my best friend Marissa suggested that I make a vision board. She does that kind of thing. And I was like, you know what? Okay, if making this board is gonna make all the things that I want to come true for the year come true, then I'm gonna do it. So let's get started. I'm gonna show you my 2022 vision board right now. So the end of 2021, first half of 2022 really was really rough for me. I made a whole video about that. I'll put a card to it here and link it in the description. I won't get into all of that again. But a lot of that is reflected in this vision board. At the time that I made this, a major priority for me was making more money. And you will see that reflected on the bottom right of the vision board where I have money. So that really was just very straightforward. I just needed to make more money, and that's what that was manifesting. I also chose just sort of an overarching theme or word for the year, and you can see that in the bottom right of the vision board with my stability rocks. My word, my theme was stability. Financially and otherwise. I just felt very chaotic at the time and just needed some stability in my life, and that's why those rocks are there. So on those two topics from 2022, I'm happy to report that I have achieved those things. I started making more money, and I feel stable financially and otherwise in my life right now, and that is the biggest thing that I've done in 2022 is just getting to a place where I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable now. Okay, actually there's a tie for the biggest thing I did in 2022. That, and then also down here, you see this picture of my hand with an engagement ring on it. I got engaged in 2022, and actually at the start of the year when I made this, that was just a generic engagement ring photo, but I swapped it out with my actual engagement ring once it happened. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I really don't feel like there should be rules to this stuff, right? We can do it however we want. Oh man, I just realized that this cord for my ring light is laying in the shot, and that's not nice. Well, shoot. Okay, anyway, not gonna stress, it's better now, it's gone. So, I got engaged. Very, very cool. So far, we are achieving all the things on this board. Maybe they really do work. Another achievement would be this YouTube play button is there to signify my goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers and monetizing my YouTube channel, and I did that in May. So, okay, in May, I had achieved monetization, I had gotten engaged, and then I guess very shortly, also in May was when I found out that I got my new full-time job that I started this year. So at that point, I'm like, whoa, these vision boards must really work because we are only 5 months into the year and it's doing its thing. Also, I'll just point out that these books down here and this beautiful latte up here, I just wanted some nice things that I like on the board. That's why that's there. I like coffee, I like to read. And maybe those served as reminders to do more of the things that I enjoy, which I think is always important. Okay, so one that is kind of teetering. This picture of the clarinet here. So back at the beginning of the year when I was incredibly stressed out about money, if you are in this place right now, I am so sorry. And if you've ever been in this place, you also relate. When you feel financially unstable and you don't have enough money, it's like all you think about. And everything that I was doing for the first half of the year was based in trying to find more money. And in that, I kind of lost my love of playing music and the clarinet a little bit. I wasn't enjoying it as much. I wasn't doing it as much. So it kind of fell to the wayside. And I would say in the last of the year, I did start to love the clarinet and music again, finding myself wanting to play and thinking about goals for 2023 regarding music. So this one, I think I need to keep working on it. Like it's an ongoing battle, and I am gonna put something similar to this on my 2023 vision board here in a minute, but it's in progress. So the ones that didn't happen, this up in the upper left corner, that is Puerto Rico. And that was obviously a goal for after accomplishing the financial stability part. Ross and I really wanted to go to Puerto Rico, and we did not go to Puerto Rico. Although I did achieve financial stability, I also achieved that by getting a new full-time job where I hadn't accrued much vacation time yet. So going to Puerto Rico was just not in the cards this year, but that's okay. Another thing that was not accomplished was this cute little doggy over here. I want a dog so bad, and it's not up to me at this point, you guys. I would get a dog right now. If Ross came in here right now, he walked in this room and said, let's go get a dog, great, let's go do it. I am ready. The thing is that Ross does not want a dog yet. And I want both of us to be totally on board before we bring another living being into our home. Okay, so this is 2022's vision board. I'm very pleased with how much of it came true. Yeah, I'm inclined to do it again. I think this was a good thing. I had it as the wallpaper on my computer. So with these, you're supposed to put them in a place that you see them a lot, so that you're constantly reminding yourself of these things that you want to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna go out of this board. We are going to pop over to Canva, which is where I made this vision board. I use Canva all the time to make my thumbnails and any graphics that go in the videos. I use it at work a little bit. Like, Canva, if you want to sponsor me, please do. So I've already saved some images that I want to go on the board. I have it sized to fit my computer wallpaper again. If you happen to have a 13.3 inch MacBook Air, that is 2560 by 1600. So I have these images up here that I pulled directly from Canva. They have some stock images and things for use. So I just have them sitting here for the time being. And then I've also put some other images over here into my Canva that I got from elsewhere. And we're just gonna pull them and we're gonna make a little board. So first of all, you'll see I have Puerto Rico here again. Make that bigger. Where did Puerto Rico go? There it is. What's happening? You guys, what's happening? Do I have to have it smaller? That is so weird. Okay, so here's Puerto Rico. That's on there again because we didn't do it, and I still want to do it. And honestly, it doesn't necessarily even have to be Puerto Rico. I just want to travel somewhere cool, and we had Puerto Rico in mind. We're thinking we might do our honeymoon in Puerto Rico. I'm getting married this year. If you're new here and you're not aware of that, I am getting married this year, and we were thinking of honeymooning in Puerto Rico, but honestly just anywhere cool. It doesn't necessarily have to be Puerto Rico. This image is it's the view from a stage when you were playing in an orchestra. And the way that this differs from falling back in love with the clarinet from last year is that I think that's on its way. And I want to make more of a concentrated effort this year to really be playing more. And I want to play more in an orchestral setting. Since finishing grad school, I haven't played a whole lot in an orchestral setting. It's been very gig-based, smaller bands, kind of musical theater and like jazz kind of things, you know? And I want to play orchestrally again. You know, that was my first love as far as music goes. For now, let's put that here. Yeah, we can make that a little smaller maybe. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go back over here and grab some of the pictures that I've uploaded. This is a pretty picture. So this signifies relationships and really fostering them more than I have been doing. So last year was so career focused, so money driven. And this year, now that I'm in a more stable place, I want to take better care of my relationships. I don't want to put my friendships to the side. I want to make sure that I'm making time to hang out with the people that I care about. Make sure that I'm calling family members, that I'm prioritizing Ross, you know, that we're going on regular date nights and things like that, and just really taking better care of my relationships now that I'm in a place where I am better taking care of myself. So for now, all of this could change. I could move all of this a little differently, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm just moving these smaller things out of the way for now. So this picture of the piggy bank here, someone is putting money into a piggy bank. Very cute image. Last year's money goal was really just to make more, to acquire more money. And I'm happy that I did that. And now I want to really focus on making sure I know where my money's going and that I'm doing productive things with my money. I don't know how in detail I want to get about all of that, at least right now. And I don't really have a ton to say because I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet, but I want to make sure that I have a plan for where it's all going, whether that is maxing out my Roth IRA. That's something I would really like to do if I can. I've never maxed it out before, so that would be awesome. Or if it's going to be making a really big dent on my student loans, just having a real plan for where it's going is what this is symbolizing. Let's put that somewhere. See, I'm like breaking this into quarters, but I have more images, so I feel like this is gonna have to change. Why did that picture of Puerto Rico disappear again? This is so weird. So something else I want to put on here is just something representative of my wedding. That is definitely happening. That is one of the most important things that will be happening this year, if not the most important thing. That's major. You guys, I am marrying another human. So I've got two photos. I'm not sure which one I want to use. I've got this photo of the inside of the wedding venue, which is a sneak peek because you will be getting more info about that next week. So subscribe for that. This is a picture from outside of the wedding venue. And it might be cuter for a vision board. I like for these to look a little messy and chaotic, but I also have a hard time doing that. I don't like my life to be messy and chaotic, but I like the scrapbook look. I'm gonna have to just get everything else on here and then mess with it some more. So let's keep going. I have, whoa, you can't even see it. Okay, there it is on the white. I have this little brain image. It's an artsy brain image. And that is there because I really want to prioritize my health more this year. Last year, again, just felt very much like trying to stay afloat. Now I feel like I can take care of myself better, and that is there to signify my mental health. I really want to do a better job at taking care of both my mental and physical health. However, that image is just cuter than any of the physical health images I found, but for both mental and physical health. And I would like to prioritize getting both a therapist this year. I've done therapy before. I find it very helpful. I recommend it for anybody, honestly. So I want to get a therapist this year, as well as a primary care doctor. I do not have a primary care doctor. I haven't had a primary care doctor since I was like a child. We've got this little image of a dog. because I still don't have a dog and I am still manifesting this dog. This is a different dog. Just wanted to mix it up this year. Very straightforward. So we've got this YouTube play button here, which I'm going to change the color of it to match the aesthetic of the board. The orange kind of works. We'll leave it this. I might change it. But the YouTube play button this time is obviously not for the same purpose. I am monetized now. God, I don't even want to say it out loud, but I do have a subscriber goal in my head. But I'm also going to say that I know it is not on me. I cannot control that. However, I do want to manifest it into existence. And that goal is 5,000. I want to hit 5,000 this year. I know that's quite a bit more than I have right now. I'm sitting at 1,600. But my growth has sped up exponentially since hitting 1,000, and I feel like it's only going to get faster. And I need this whole thing to go a little faster. So if I'm gonna manifest something into existence, I'm gonna do it big. I also have 2 video ideas that have been sitting in my brain for literally years that are gonna take a bit more work than usual, and I just keep pushing them to the side. So I wanna make those 2 videos this year. I'm not gonna tell you what they are. So finally, I have just written out down here, live intentionally. And that is gonna be my theme for this year. I couldn't find an image like stability last year that really worked. So I just wrote it out. I'm gonna try to make it look cute and place it somewhere on here. But I think that theme kind of, it works. It resonates with everything else on this board. I wanna be intentional with my money. I want to be intentional about caring for my friendships and my relationships in general. Obviously I'm getting married intentionally. I want to be intentional about the content that I am creating and making sure that I'm not just putting things up to put things up. I want to really love all of the content that I create. I want to intentionally get back into playing music. Like, it just seems like a really good theme to make sure that everything I am doing has intention. So this is everything that is going to be on the board. Now we just need to make it look cute, which is easier said than done. Okay, so I've been sitting here playing with my vision board on camera for a very long time now, and I know myself. I know that I'm gonna mess with this thing for the rest of the evening, maybe well into tomorrow and beyond. So I'm gonna stop filming right now, and I'm just gonna pop my completed vision board up right here. Should be the same pictures and things. I showed you, all of the intentions on the board. I do think I might swap out the photo of Puerto Rico to match the color theme better, so maybe that's a different picture, but here it is. I think it's a good board, even though it's not finished with some things, but I think all the things on the board are good, and I'm sure that I will get it looking beautiful, so here it is. Please share with me in the comments your goals and aspirations and dreams for the upcoming year. If you make a vision board, or even if you don't, I encourage you to. Maybe you could give it a try. And if you do, please post it on Instagram and tag me, post it on your stories, DM it to me. Just let me see if you're comfortable. I really would love to see them. I'm fascinated by seeing other people's vision boards. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching this video that is a little different than what's usually on my channel. I really hope you enjoyed it. Oh, another YouTube goal that I had for 2023 was to make my outros shorter because that's better for video retention. So subscribe. Bye.